Welcome back to the Find Out Steering Show. Today I'm here with
Michelle.
so what's up guys? Since we have entered the university, we entered into this club called Unsba, and it has been really transformational from ups to downs, from lessons to lessons, from failures to success. So essentially today we're just going to give you a rundown of what we have learned throughout our time of being an Unsbite.
Yeah.
Okay, most when we say Unsba, just think of it as the
Okay, let's call it a debate club, right? Let's call
beautiful.
it a debate club, but more controversial, more competitive driven,
Yeah,
and more like fiery than normal debate clubs.
yeah. What's like the biggest different change you have seen in yourself that Unsba contributed to?
I'd say there's this all or nothing mindset,
Yeah,
right? Like kind of, it doesn't really matter whether you're good at public speaking
yeah,
or you're good at researching and all those other things.
yeah,
Really doesn't matter. Answer doesn't ask you, are you good at those things? It
yeah,
tells you to do it. You feel me?
yeah,
Like, so whether you're good at it or you're good at, I mean, look at me. I remember last semester I was drafting like a memorandum. Like, what do I know about drafting a memorandum? And it was
yeah.
also fire. I think that's what our interns used during the intro chamber. You
You,
understand? So, drafting a memorandum, speaking in court, addressing the court,
yeah,
talking to judges, all these things are things that you normally can't do. But like, you're just put inside the pond and you're told, do it.
do it.
You feel me?
Yeah,
And I feel like that thing, I've heard this thing before. I've heard it from Alex Mosey, Stephen Bassett, a lot of people, where they're like, the lesser options you have, the stronger your actions become.
you,
You feel me? So Unsbar really don't give you much option. For example, like inside Unsbar, there isn't, even though there is, but like
yeah,
there isn't people that can speak, people that can research, people that
yeah,
can do this. It's like you just have to be a speaker.
yeah.
Like you just have to speak. You just have to be
Be able to do the research and
exactly
all that.
do your research, do all these other things because Unsbar really doesn't give you much options. So I'd say like for me, that's like the best part of Unsbar. Like coming to realize that you don't really need to be good at something before you get into it. You need to
Yeah.
get into it in order to be good at it. So like it helped me reframe something that was upside down in my head.
So biggest thing for you was that he gave you this all or nothing mindset,
Yeah.
meaning it doesn't matter whether you be like, you guys have to do research. You're not like, oh, I can't do research. It's like,
Yeah,
you
it's
just
like
do
you
it.
just do it. Like
You just do it.
it doesn't really matter whether you can or you can't. You just have to do
Do
it.
it. I can totally relate.
Yeah.
Like, especially this with what happened last week. This is our last week appearance.
Okay.
This thing of all or nothing.
Yeah.
Like you, I was having huge indecision on whether to participate or not because of academics and all this workload. I was now like literally sitting on the fence, and then I jumped to the other fence, to the other side of not appearing. Then my commanding partner, like the
Yeah,
head of my
Chamber.
under the club, just know under the club, we have teams. So the head of that my team was now like he wants me to appear. So this kind of thing, and I really, really respect him. So I didn't want to like let him down, that kind of thing. At some point, I was now more arguments were now coming up that corporate presentation you can learn it to improve your speaking and all of that. Then my decision was not to appear, but I appeared
Yeah.
because of social pressure, nothing else.
Very,
Also,
social pressure is very long.
it was social pressure.
Yeah.
So
And kind of and so just add one more thing. First, for me, it's not like it's not a general something. Like what I said, it's personal to me.
yeah,
Because in my chamber it's like I'm not like the top of the top, but when you're calling people that appear,
yeah,
I'm always there.
yeah,
So I think I've just gotten towards this. I really don't have an option during appearance.
yeah,
Like I just really don't have an option during appearance. Like I really don't. I want to see my chamber win, and I know that like by the grace of God, I am one of the stronger people in my chamber. So
yeah.
with me, they have higher chances of winning. Also with
Winning.
others, but like always doing my best and stuff like that. So that all or nothing mindset is very, very much related to, like you said, social pressure. It's real. Like it's real in Unsba. It's so real.
This your teammate to tell you, you'll be like, I don't want to appear. What are you saying? You know? What are you saying? You know, appear.
Appear,
And this kind of thing is now like, you know that you're a key figure in the chamber that if you appear, you more likelihood of you winning is there.
Yeah.
So for me, I was now like, I just have to appear. Because honestly, like it's bigger than me.
It's really,
It's really bigger than
it's
me.
bigger than you, man.
Because it's like it's a whole
It's bigger
chamber.
than, yeah,
It's
yeah,
a whole chamber. It's like a family. It's to
yeah.
me, my own team, my own chamber is my family. So it was like letting them down. So I decided to appear. I usually don't like going for night classes and doing all these all nighters. But bro,
You actually did it.
I actually did it from Tuesday to Friday. So that was four consecutive all nighters.
Bro.
And bro, me normally once it hits 9 p.m. in the evening, my brain
Blocks out.
bro shuts up. My brain offs. It offs.
Mm.
But bro, I had to. From that Tuesday, it was crazy. First time it offed, I was still going, still going, still going, still going. 3 p.m. slept.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Yeah, yeah, 3 a.m. slept. It's not like Jesus. Enter into the day, Wednesday, in class. Barely was alive at that point. How to go again? That Wednesday night, another night class. Brain is already dead, but had to go. Another all nighter. And inside me was like, God, I wish I didn't appear. I wish I didn't. Me and Claude were even going back and forth with this because Claude and AI is like my mentor. I used to like share my thoughts, like a second brain.
Yeah, like a second brain, yeah.
So it was like, I told you that you should not appear. It was not like you're an adult. You have made this choice. Let's focus on you surviving this, and then
surviving the choice.
and then you know whether it's like a mistake or not.
Yeah.
Then and now it just reached I think Thursday night. Thursday night was crazy because Thursday night that's like Thursday night, one day to the competition.
Yeah.
Because the competition was on Saturday. One day to the competition, and what we were supposed to present, because it was a corporate presentation and we had slides. Our slides, I changed it. Not that I changed the slides, I changed the script.
Inside the slide.
Yeah. We were meant to use chess,
Yeah.
like the queen,
Chessboard,
pawn,
yeah.
rook, and all of that. We were meant to use it to explain it. And me at that point, it was my MP, the head of my club,
Chamber, yeah.
the head of my chamber that suggested it, and I wasn't really feeling it because from my own perspective, it was like chess is a complex game, and the goal of this corporate presentation is to like break this complex problem down into something simple and then communicate it to your client. Then you now bring in chess, it's now like complexity. In my own head, I was now thinking like regular people that you're not going in there to go and teach your client chess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I wasn't really feeling the chess idea. So I now changed the whole script and removed the chess. And then I now told my MP was like, why you remove the chess? Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of all this?
He was livid.
Nah, he wasn't feeling that. And my MP is like a ruthless leader. Once he decides something, he's like no going back. Like certain things, he's open-minded, but at the same time, there are certain things that
Yeah, once you make a decision, burn on bridges.
he doesn't go back. Anything you're saying is trash. It's trash. Like it might have sense, but as long as it's contradictory to his, it's trash.
I love how I think.
So it was like, what? Like, what's the point? I was now like, geez. At that moment, I just shrunk. I was not like, I'll bring back the chest.
Bro.
I brought it back. And then we started from Friday. That's when we started actually looking at our slides.
Yeah. Also.
That was when we started looking at our slides. And we were just going. At that point, I was like, bro, I was exhausted. Like, I wasn't getting enough sleep. So my brain just told me, bro, we can't put this amount of work and lose and not do our best. So bro, I had to really just go all in. Like that indecision of thinking of regret, all of it. I just dropped all of it. I was not like,
go all in, bro.
Go all in. Like just go all in because that Friday night, my brain went off. But bro, I was still moving. Like I was still reading my slides. I was still practicing, and it shocked me. So I literally had to push through my absolute limits to get shit done. And eventually, Saturday, honestly, one part of me was like, this chess thing will not work. Funny thing, on the morning of the competition, they said we couldn't use chess
Mm.
because honestly, they wanted to bring us down. But like they wanted to like ambush us because we have been getting first, they're thinking we're cheating or whatever. So they said we couldn't use chess. Then my MP was not like cool about it. He said we should just practice, we should go and practice how we present without the chess board. Like we wanted to use a physical chess board and they said we couldn't. So me, I was shocked that he was chill about them saying we couldn't use the chess piece because he's usually this guy that will literally tear the whole place down to get what he wants. But he was calm. And then he just sent a message to me. Now, if he decides not to, like, if he decides not to argue, I can't start arguing. And there's a reason why he said we shouldn't argue.
Yeah. And even if you don't understand that reason, you just trust his reasoning.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, precisely. Like, I just trusted his reasoning.
Trust his reasoning.
I just trusted him. So, me and my partner, Chukuna, became okay. We just started presenting without the chess. We started using imaginary chess board, this, and in my head I was like, this is an ambush, this is not fair. But I was not. And I went to meet my MT again, for him to like try and do something, and he was just like, just gonna do the practice. Just like he was just really calm with it. I was not like, this guy believes in us or something like that. So me and Chukuna became, just started practicing, and we practiced like I think 4 times before we now presented, and it was really good. The presentation was really good.
It was really good.
The whole lesson I drew from it was working, the ability to like just go all in, and working with Chukuna BK was another was another thing. Working with another person, me and Chukuna became a total opposites. Like the guy who wants to just say something in the most simplest way possible, no advanced word. But Chukuna BK is the solar opposite of, he wants to always use advanced grammar.
Yeah.
If he wants to say, I want to transfer this thing to you, I want to convey this idea. So like we were arguing over very little things, very, very little things. And then at a point, it got heated. Like he shouted at me, and then I was now feeling my emotions bubbling. Like, oh jeez, I was now. I felt like I wanted to punch him, but I had to leave the room. When I left the room, I gathered myself, the emotions came down, and then I realized that you can't change people.
Mm-hmm.
You need to like work with the way they are and don't push their buttons. Like me trying to, the things I was trying to correct was his identity, like the way he likes to use advanced language. That's him.
That's him, yeah, it's his
And
identity.
I realized that me trying to change all of that was just crossing the boundary.
Yeah.
And when I now accepted that, okay, this is the way it actually is, I didn't touch any part of it. Like I stopped trying to help,
Yeah.
trying to correct all those advanced words. I just left it, and we started flowing better. So it helped me to understand how to work with people better.
Yeah. Very, very important. And it's also helps you grow as a person too.
Yeah.
Because like when you and somebody are different, like very, very different.
Yeah.
The time in my life that I've worked with someone the most and I have seen the most change in myself is my podcast.
Yeah.
Right. Almost 60 episodes now with Tony, a year or so. And we've done a lot of episodes together. When we started off, man, I was always feeling this friction, or maybe he's talking too much, or he's not as serious and uptight as I am and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then as time went on, I understood our rules in the podcast.
Yeah.
So Tony is like this information box.
Yeah.
This guy that just knows everything about everything. Real, like
So
really.
that,
He even told me that in his secondary school, they used to call him Google. Like,
Google.
yeah, Google, like
Crazy.
literally. Like he's this guy that knows everything about everything.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing my own communication, questioning, and interviewing skills like get more better.
Yeah.
You understand? So I really understood how to make the both of us work together. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, if you leave Tony now, Tony will rant for hours.
Yes.
But then I know how to how
Cut
to
him
cut it, how not like cut him short per se, but like I know how to make it better. You
Yeah,
understand? Because the truth is that nobody's going to want to listen to somebody rant for hours.
yeah,
But then if there's another person that is queuing in places, asking strategic questions and stuff like I just saw both of us like work together. Like I saw myself like crack the code of two of us actually working together. So
yeah,
it's actually got a lot more better. If I want to do any episode with Tony now, I really don't do research. I just send him the topic.
yeah,
He comes with himself, his vibe, and I already know he's going to be the person that is going to say that's going to speak in like 80% of the podcast.
yeah,
View like she's the person that's going to talk 80% of the time. And I really know how to work with that thing because like I said, the guy is like Google.
yeah,
This nigga knows a lot of things. You understand? But I can still work with it.
yeah,
I remember our last podcast on Saturday. We didn't upload not this Saturday, the Saturday before this one.
yeah.
We didn't upload it because the mic didn't get our like a one-on-one conversation, but it happened.
Yeah.
So
You didn't get it.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
he didn't really get it.
It
So
happens,
it happened. We started from talking about World Cup,
yeah.
like talking about the matches, the games, whether FIFA is helping Argentina or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then we now drifted, and I was very conscious of this drift. We
Yeah.
now drifted, and immediately I saw we're drifting. I didn't tell him to stop. I didn't like try to bring us back.
Yeah.
What I did is that I stopped that episode and then I started another one
Okay.
because that thing was like genuinely another episode on its own.
Yeah.
Because we went from talking about Argentina, like we now entered slavery, like real, like it was not forced. Like okay, now let's talk about slavery.
Yeah.
It happened like there was this flow,
Yeah.
and I was very conscious of it. And I didn't tell Tony to stop. I was the person with the laptop. I just hit stop, play,
Okay.
and then the thing continued. Like
He didn't know.
he didn't know. Like another new episode on its own starting. And
Yeah.
and normally what I would have done is I would have tried to bring us back to the subject of the day.
Yeah.
But I understood that the subject of the day had died because we had entered something far more interesting.
Yeah.
And it was this with bro, it was about like I said, Tony is like Google guy. Like
Yeah.
we were talking about slavery. So Argentina used to be this very disgusting country.
Yeah.
Their own idea of racism was extreme.
Yeah.
Even now, it's like they don't see racism as a bad thing. It's like
Argentina.
yeah.
Like
Argentina,
a culture.
yeah, and all these other like I think European countries or something like they really don't see racism as a bad thing. You know, if you come to America now and you're racist, oh my god, they can actually report you.
Yeah.
But if you go to those countries, it's a normal thing. You understand? Somebody a racist this thing wrote something about Mbappe. Mbappe said that what she did was wrong. She was like, "No, it's not wrong. Nobody in her country sanctioned her because it's the normal, it's a norm there." So in essence, like working with people, like will really help you grow as a person. You
Yeah.
understand? And when I understood my role in the Michel Anthony show, bro, conversations became a lot more smoother, a lot more longer. You understand? Because I stopped trying to fight the conversation.
Yeah.
I understood the kind of flair and the kind of flair he brings
Yeah.
and how to make the best of it. So basically, yeah, that's the crux of it.
That's the crux of it.
That's the crux of it.
Someone went into another world.
Yeah. And
Oh, that's cool.
I saw myself drifting. I brought myself back.
Let's draw ourselves back.
I feel like one thing I'll talk about in this whole Unsba stuff is something that I know and that I have seen consciously help me get better
Yeah.
as a person. And like, it's not an unfair advantage. It's just like an advantage. Call it
Yeah.
unfair or fair, but it was an advantage that I had
Okay.
over most especially some people in my chamber. It's
Yeah.
this belief,
In
like
yourself.
not in myself, people believing in me. Bro,
Yeah.
I feel like that one is dangerous on another level.
Bro.
Like real.
Okay.
I remember last
Okay.
year during our first preliminaries, during the first training for our preliminaries. You know me now,
Yeah.
calm, quiet. I just came for the meeting and stuff. It was just me and a lot of girls. Like there was no
Yeah.
other guy there. Ike and Mikey were on the other team, and we are the only guys in that chamber.
Yeah.
So it was just me and girls. And that was the first time I was seeing the trainer. That was the first time I was seeing them too.
Yeah.
And she just looked at me and was like, "I really feel you can be a reporter." I swear to God, at that point, I didn't even know what a reporter is.
Yeah.
But that was like the first ounce of self-belief, like belief someone had in me.
Yeah.
Because I know that, I know when it comes to public speaking, I'm like bad.
Yeah.
Like that is the story I have to tell myself, honestly. Like this shit is not for me.
Me.
Like I'm just like in this area, I'm bad. Do you
Yeah.
understand? But she looked at me, I'm like, I really feel you can be the rebuttal. And I was like, okay. And it started showing in my team, like when we now started getting closer to each other, because at first we were very distant and apart, but with time when you just walk it, we get closer to. So it started showing that I was like the ace, not like I'm not. I know I'm not the ace, but like in amongst those, I was like the ace, and I was really really feeling that thing. Most especially because I didn't understand it. I knew that in my entire life I have never done debates, never done any of this speaking type shit. Just me and my podcast. That is the farthest I have stepped into this speaking zone. You feel me? So when they came and they were like, bro, Michelle is this, Michelle is that. I remember the first speech I gave. It was like because of I started believing that thing that she said about me. It showed. Like it showed in the way I spoke, and they were like, and she was like, yeah, definitely.
You can do it.
I can do it definitely. And I was really, really feeling that thing, and I was like,
it sparked something in you.
Yeah, it sparked something in me. And then I carried it over to British parliamentary debate, where we were sparring over. I really loved that British parliamentary debate.
You were fired up during that period.
That is the like the textbook definition of willing against luck. So it's like your ability to just do multiple spars a day will really, really contribute to your ability to whether you win or not. It's like you just stay with sparring. Nobody is teaching, it took us like 10 minutes to understand Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister. We're just sparring. Spar after spar after spar. Like and the best part is that we're sparring with different topics. Of course different topics, but like different trainers. So I remember our current MP now. Last year I didn't even know how to beat the time. She just came one day and then she watched us spar the next day. I wouldn't see her again. Our DPM, our deputy managing partner at that time, she will stay with us, watch us spar, she was the person that trained us the most actually. Then Sajiku was in third year that time. I'm paying like sparring with different people. This one will give their own analysis, this one will give their own analysis. And it really, really, really just helped us. Like in a day we do like 3-4 spars. In a day we just do like 3-4 spars. And it was getting really smooth. And I could see the trend and the shift in myself from let me just survive this training session to bro, I know who the best person here is, and I want to be better than that person. Like it stopped being a thing of survival. It's kind of like I wanted to thrive. You understand? I want to be better than this guy. Like it became. It really started feeding my ego, honestly. Like not like in a bad way.
But I won't say ego. It's more like confidence.
It really started feeding my confidence because I knew that when it comes to BP now, I'm good. Like there was no question about it. Everybody's talk about it. Mabeni, I remember the first time on the call, Mabeni said it. We did the first one 6/30. We did the second one 24/30. She talked about the way I shifted. There's this guy Gregory in our class. She's like this national BP debate star. We also sparred with him, and she said that she noticed that I got better. Also, Mabel, our current MP now, she said it. So like the change and the shift in me was.
And you're also getting positive feedback.
Getting positive feedback and like positive feedback from people that you kind of like look up to in a way, bro.
It boosts your.
And I understand the whole believe in yourself and stuff. Believe in yourself is kind of like you're dragging yourself. Do you understand? You know that I have never done an Unsba appearance before and I've never done a debate, but I believe that I can, even though there's no evidence that I can, but I'll just do it and try. Someone believing in you is like them pulling you.
It's like
and exactly, and it's easier to move when you're being pulled and when you're dragging yourself.
Bro.
So like it's one thing that I know, and I really don't know why. Maybe because I'm quiet or something. Like they don't. It's like there's this thing about like being quiet per se. It's like kind of like a mystery around you. So I knew that deep down within me, like honestly, forget all these things that all these people are saying. I suck at public speaking. So that's why when she was saying all those things, and people were like, yeah.
I suck at those. That was what you thought at that time.
That's what I thought at that time. That I suck at this thing. So I really don't know what you're saying, but let me just play along. You feel me? So people were like, yeah. He's this. But I've never really done that shit before. My first attempt was just fire. And I remember doing that training. Every single time she does this thing, she'll be telling other people things. In which my tongue, she'll not be like, I trust you now. Like, So like I didn't understand it, but I was playing along. I was playing, and it really, really positively impacted me. You feel me? So
like essentially people around you.
People around you. Like whether they're your colleagues, senior colleagues, even junior colleagues. Like someone believing in you
is massive.
Bro, it's so much fuel. Like it's so much feel. So much feel.
This thing you said,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you
No
short, someone
problem.
believing in you.
Yeah.
Well, I won't go back to my, I'll go back to my first time, but not now. This thing about someone believing in you. Uh, I think, I think on Friday night, last week Friday night, when I was going for one night class, I met one of my junior colleagues, girl in 100 level that's in my chamber.
Yeah.
And I was during during their own competition, I trained her and some other people. And she's someone like I see her as my little sister.
Yeah.
So I just saw her. She was now like, why are you going to? I now say I'm going for training, night class. She was now like, okay, okay. Then she now hugged me. And then I now left. In my own head, I'm like, wait, if I lose, how will I come and talk to her or start giving advice?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like my brain just said, I cannot lose.
I cannot lose.
And I always used to like press her, you must get best counsel. You must get best counsel. Like, if you don't talk to me. That kind of thing, because I just want her to be the absolute best and keep on improving. So it was like, if you now get last in your appearance, how can you now tell another person, oh, do your best and get best counsel? So like so it was like huge motivation,
Yeah. Yeah. For
huge
you.
drive.
Yeah.
It was like I
Share
can't
thought of
let
it.
her down. Then back to like when I came to Unsba, when I came to university in general,
Mm.
my head was like, after all those my, will I say, terrible hazards where I ran away from public speaking in
Yeah.
secondary school, I just came into university with this mindset of I'm going to kill stage fright, whatever. I'm going to improve myself. No more running away, no more BS. First first time I heard about Unsba, I was like, wow, Unsba. When we debate and do all this competition, first meeting we went, my DMP, my deputy managing partner
Yeah.
at that time was now telling us about Unsba, this, that. It's not like, wow, 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 wow. Then first meetings, when we started our trainings, I would say, I was just there learning in the background. I didn't, I didn't, how,
Stand out person.
yes, I didn't stand out. I didn't stand out. I wasn't the top dog. I was underestimating myself. I still had this mindset of, let me just try, but to be like at the top is not for me. I'm not there yet, something like that. And then we now did our first appearance, and I flopped. I flopped, and it was, how did I feel? I don't even know how I feel, but the only thing I remember is like the lesson I drew out of there
Mm.
that I still use today. And then moving on, we got our current managing partner. It's when I started training with him that he really made me understand this thing that if you want to be the best, it is a choice you have to make within yourself. And he will just leave the the field clean for everybody. Whoever wants to be the best will be the best. And when he started training us, started like my brain started telling me, wait, why are you not the best? Like, why not you?
I know too, bro.
Like, why not you? So I now decided, especially this is my second year, and I decided this is our first appearance. And I decided I want to be at the top. I want to be best counsel. I want to be lead counsel. As in, I just want to do it, even if I flop. I just want that improvement.
Mm.
So started training more. Then the first appearance, I won, got best counsel. The second one, I won, got best counsel. Like something inside me started telling me, like this should. In fact, Claude said this thing to me that it should stop shocking you that you're winning competitions. You should understand this as something that's part of you. That I should no longer start looking at competitions as I might win, I might not win. I should look at it as, is it something you can commit to? Essentially, during all this period, my confidence has increased
Includes like mad, yeah.
because, as you said, volume negates luck.
Yeah.
After like preparing and preparing and preparing, I know what I can do. I know I know if I can go into a competition and win or lose, or no, not really, but I believe in myself more
Yeah,
than before of not trying anything. Yo,
yeah. It's actually very, very, very true. It's like I say, it's that same all or nothing mindset.
yeah,
And for you, it's the more you just stop getting shocked towards winning and all these kind of things, like the better, because it's becoming part of like an identity. I'm just the guy that wins when I appear. And
ah,
it's the
I
best,
may lose.
it's the
Yeah,
best. Yeah, yeah, sure, you may lose, but like
yeah,
it's better than I may win, I may lose.
yeah,
Like it's definitely sure you may lose, but like
yeah,
it's better to tell yourself that I'm going to win
bro.
than I may win, I may lose. And like a lot of people don't understand this thing. It's like because well, for example, you post on your status, let's say you post something on your status like I am going to win this next appearance. My chamber is going to win this next appearance.
People will interpret it as arrogance and pride.
Sure, let them interpret it as arrogance and pride, but like they really don't understand that you're trying to like speak something.
Yeah,
You're trying to like speak something into the future, like to secure a spot for yourself in the future.
yeah,
So that when it's happening, it's not like a mistake, it's like alignment. You feel
yeah,
me? But I'm not saying you should post it on your status, sha, but like
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
just that thing. Do you know what for me the single most interesting thing in Unsba is?
Well,
It's it's how our own individual egos drive us.
yeah,
Like there is nothing Unsba is just like blue lock but for debates. Low key.
bro.
Low
It's
key.
like, it's
It's
like,
like yeah, it's like blue lock but for debates. When I look at O26 now and I look at the managing partners, Gustavo, Jackie, Mabella, this one. And I see the way like they carry themselves.
yeah,
It's usually directly proportional to how well their chamber is doing.
yeah,
It's like I really love that number ones, but it's like our own individual
egos.
egos. The way it drives us. And
Yeah,
even though we don't really say it, we call it it's a learning process.
yeah.
It's like nobody's entering the court thinking I want to learn. It's like you don't go to Unsba court with the same mindset you go to with high court.
Yeah,
You genuinely go to high court with like I want to learn, just sit down, shut up.
yeah.
But like you go to Unsba court with this mad hunger
Of I want
for
to be.
winning, bro.
Well,
Like nothing more, nothing less. Like it's like it doesn't really matter whether you learned or you don't or you didn't learn. Like genuinely, I know it's not the healthiest,
it's
but
not
like
the healthiest.
but like this is how we think, and I really don't find it bad
To
because
some extent.
yeah, to some extent, because that thing it will show you levels to yourself that you've
Yeah.
never seen before, bro.
Yeah,
Like it will show you that you're much deeper than you thought you were. People that don't night class all of a sudden in night class. People that don't speak all of a sudden
they are speaking.
they're not just speaking, bro. Canvassing argument. What do you think is driving them? Their own individual egos. The truth, is that we care about ourselves before we care about the chambers. Like it or not. Like it or not. It's like no, like,
Yeah,
we care about ourselves before we care about our chambers. It's like you care more about winning than it's like when you hear that great chamber. Let me use my chamber for example. I hear that great chambers won. The first thing that I interpret it as is I won. Then we now celebrate great chambers won. But maybe it's not for you, but it's
Yeah.
for me. It's like even though I don't really say it out loud, it's kind of like subconscious. And I'm
Yeah.
this guy that's very, very self-aware. So I can also see my subconscious thoughts in a way. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, I put myself first. Not like in a selfish way, but like if I'm saying that the reason why I'm appearing is because of my chamber and how I love my chamber and how my family, yes, my family we love ourselves, but like it's not why. And I really don't like lying to you,
Yeah.
to myself, to anyone. I really just I'll say it how it is. It can be
Yeah.
different for you and other people, but for me,
Yeah,
it's my own individual ego.
yeah.
You understand? Then the chamber. Like honestly,
I love
like
that
honestly,
honesty. I love that.
yeah. It's it for me. Like and like I'll say this before, I'll say it again. When I look at O26, when I look at your managing partner, when I look at Jackie, when I look at Mabella, when I look at all these people, like they are like they're like they're like warlords.
Bro.
They're like warlords, like coordinating like war.
Yeah.
And like it gives me so much joy looking at like how much Unsba is competitively driven.
Yeah,
You understand? It's like competition really brings out
the best.
layers to you that you really didn't know existed. Like when there's this mad drive to win, bro, like when there's this mad drive to win,
Yeah,
like you would see layers to yourself that you really didn't know existed. And people also have their different reasons. Like on Saturday, I was talking with someone. He told me like it's his first appearance.
yeah.
He appeared for corporate presentation. He was in my court actually. They came last, but he told me something. He was like he feels very sorry for his MP
Yeah.
because he he said he's doing it for self development.
Yes, now.
So in as much as our reasons are different,
Yeah.
it still falls under that bracket of me then the chamber.
Not for everyone.
Yeah. Not for everyone, obviously.
Yeah.
Not for everyone. But like he said he was doing it for self improvement.
No,
Do you
but
understand?
you
My own is like a mix of self improvement, then like
for me,
I really don't like saying this. Sorry, I really don't like saying this. Like
yeah,
let's call it I don't know what how to sugarcoat the words so that it won't sound arrogant.
yeah,
Let's call it because I don't know a better word. Let's call it ego boosting, right? So
yeah,
it's a mix of self confidence and ego boosting. His is just purely self improvement and ego
yeah,
boosting. His is just purely self improvement.
yeah,
You understand? So in as much as they came last, he really wasn't bothered because now he has done corporate presentation
yeah,
and he has added it to the mental shelf of things that I have done
yeah,
and things that was outside my square of things I can do, and I stepped out, meaning that he can step outside that square more. So I genuinely understood where he was coming from. But in summary, I just want to say like I really love the competitive like this competitive fire and Unsba. I really love it.
Oh, one thing with me, I would love if we could. There was a way to balance those two things: competition and learning.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
primarily,
Competition and learning. Yeah,
primarily, Unsba is meant for learning.
primarily, yeah.
Primarily, but
Yeah.
genuinely, currently, Unsba is this competition. It's just competition driven.
It's like a war house, bro.
I would have said this thing before that it would be better if it has its good and bad side, and the bad side is that certain people who didn't, would I say, hop on the train early,
Open train, yeah.
hop on the train early to start appearing and all that will lose interest.
Yeah.
There's, like now,
Because
there's a
like
lot of people in my chamber and
Yeah.
definitely in the other chambers that feel like
shit is not for me.
not like shit is not for me. It's more like if there's a competition, they'll feel I won't appear, or they won't pick me.
They won't pick
They
me,
already have their own people,
Yeah.
and that is not a good mindset.
Yeah.
But the honest truth is,
You can't really blame them because it's what is happening.
it's what's happening.
what's
But
happening.
what pains me is the fact that they don't tell themselves that. They don't ask themselves the other question of, can I appear? Or not about can I appear is
It's like what would it cost for me
to appear.
to
Why
appear?
not me? Why not me?
Like to look at the four councils you already believe that appear and like who can I take on there?
Can I take on that?
And like who can I replace there? Like
Mhm.
it's still going back to that soloist like mindset I was talking
That's
about.
like the way my FP runs the chamber.
Yeah.
If now, I think that's the way other MPs does, but if now there's a competition, 4 sports, I mean 8 sports, you allocate like 2 people to fight to compete for a sport. So in this situation, it's going to make everybody to do the absolute best.
Absolute best.
Because why I love him so much is like he'll say, if you're the best, you appear. Like if you're the best, you appear. This means that he's now transferring the burden on you to put in the work so that he has no excuse but to pick you.
But to pick you, yeah.
But a lot of people don't see that, don't have that perspective of, okay, it's the people who are the best that they pick. Why can't I not be the best? Another disadvantage is that some people have literally removed their mind from participating in Unsba because they feel it's not for me,
But they're not good
I'm
enough.
late, and they're not willing to step out of their comfort zone
Yeah.
to do that. So like I just wanted to mention this bad side of
yeah.
everything.
I think we even mentioned it last semester
Yeah,
when I was in a podcast with you, and I was like talking about how Unsba is now feeding more of ego than
learning.
the learning. You understand?
On a platform for learning.
It's like it's that time I was seeing too much of one side. Now I'm talking about too much of the other side.
Yeah.
But I feel like there should be this healthy middle ground.
Yes.
You understand? There should always be this healthy. For example, if I become the MP tomorrow, I definitely wouldn't want a fresher feeling left out.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you know how freshers are, like big dreams, big goals, stuff like that. I really don't want Unsba to be the thing that murders your
Dreams.
yeah, your dreams. Yeah. Like because literally it can happen.
Yeah.
So there could be this probably this balance, man. I really don't know what that balance looks like.
That balance.
But like it could be there. Do you understand? Like is that for example what you said, I really love the idea, and the idea of open playing field. You appear if you're the best. It's like then when you do not appear, you know why you did not appear.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely was not cut out, or I was not
better than the other person.
Yeah, I was not better than the
So
other
what
person.
did the other person do?
Yeah.
You learn. And it's something that came to my mind. Okay, yeah, like the way Unsba has been a huge transformational, life-changing, self-improving platform for me.
Yeah.
And I genuinely want it to be the same for
Others.
every human who steps on this campus.
Yeah. Every law student.
Every law student, every 100 level law student who came from secondary school feeling like, I didn't do any debate. They say as a lawyer you need to be able to speak. I can't speak. I want it to be when they come to this campus, they share them in their different chambers and they start growing. They start growing, bro. They pick 8 people and then the rest go to hell. Like I wish that would be the case, and would try everything in my own capacity to see that actually will be the case.
Yeah, there's also something Rex said. He said it on Saturday and he said it today just before he started recording. Listen about not allowing one thing to
determine your whole
your whole space. Yeah, and until he said it, I realized how true it is. When I was coming out, I was like, I was not happy at all, but like then I was not sad per se. Yeah. Just like became second sure.
Yeah.
But he was like, are you going to allow Unsba is Unsba going to be the thing that determines your entire future?
Yeah.
And when he asked the question, I was like, definitely not.
Yeah.
Then the other voice not him. Then why you sad? Like, oh,
I wanted to win, but I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. It's sure. It's enough reason to be sad for 10 minutes max.
Yeah.
But like not to drag it into your day, into your week, into your month.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Just not even sad. Like until he asked the question, I honestly didn't like
see it from that.
I honestly didn't see it from that perspective. Like, is Unsba the one thing that determines your future? Definitely not.
No.
So why you sad when you lost? Like, okay. Because like it's one very, very important perspective to think of this thing. And then one more thing. Like one thing that I really not like the last thing for the I don't know when you want to answer, but like one thing that I also want to say is this whole thing of there are people that are just naturally good at speaking.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
There are people that they are just there. They are naturally good at speaking. So what happens when they're Unsba? They just shine more. Because they were already stones and gems on their own.
Yeah.
So inside Unsba is just like light. So it just makes them to shine.
Yeah.
You feel me? It is the unfair advantage.
Yeah.
I told you before I've been obsessing over this concept of unfair advantage.
Yeah.
It's like when you find the unfair advantage, go all in on it. Like when you're playing against someone that has an unfair advantage against you, you most likely lose.
Yes.
You feel me? It's okay. But I remember the person I lost against. I really don't want to call his name here. I remember the person I lost against. And like, after looking at this guy, I was like, nah, this is his unfair advantage. Because I even remember last year sparring with him. Last year we were fresh out. But this nigga our trainee was in 300 level. Right?
Yeah.
He was like, bro, just, like our trainee in 300 level, after hearing someone in 100 level spar with us during BP, was like, just come and teach us, man. Yeah. Like he was that good.
Yeah.
So that thing is not, in as much as yes, sure. I'm not saying that they handed to him on the silver. He worked for
Yes,
it.
he worked for it.
But at the end of the day, still it's unfair advantage.
Yeah.
Until now, because he has been placed inside a room where everybody is slightly below him.
Yeah.
So all he has to do is to dominate. That is how I see it. That is how I see it. All you have to do, they placed you inside the room where everybody is slightly below you. Your only job is to just dominate.
Yeah.
Is to just dominate. It's just like they're already down, stomp their heads. Like that is how I see it. So when somebody that is playing against you with his own unfair advantage beats you, don't feel sad. Find your own unfair advantage. Because there is an industry, there is a field that is waiting for you to just come and dominate.
Yeah.
And I learned this thing from Alex Omozi. He was talking about this guy, Big Shark. He was like,
Shaquille O'Neal.
yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
Dr. Shaq.
Yeah. He was like, do you think that Big Shark was, oh my God, I'm 7 feet tall and if I play basketball, I might be too good. So, bro, he brought the ball and was bringing the rim down time and time again. You understand? Even Alex Omozi was saying that he did not want to become a doctor because his dad was a doctor. Now, if your dad is a doctor, becoming a doctor is not going to be really hard for you.
Yeah.
You understand? So he was like, if I become a doctor now, it's not be like, oh, because my dad was a doctor. And his dad, he said his dad is the one that told him this about Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah. So it's like, whenever life gives you an unfair advantage, exploit out of it.
But Alex didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. He said that in as much as what did he say? He said that it's not like he didn't want to become a doctor. In fact, he didn't even study anything around that area. But like, doctor was a no-go for him because his dad was already a doctor.
But wasn't that an unfair advantage?
Exactly, it was an unfair advantage to him. Yeah. He was just talking about it like
he wanted something more challenging.
No, not that he wanted something more challenging. He was teaching unfair advantages.
Yeah.
And obviously he used himself as an example. So his first unfair advantage in life was that his dad was a doctor. Mm-hmm. And if he had become a doctor, it would have been much more easier for him. But he didn't want to become a doctor because of that reason. But now he's seeing how important unfair advantages are.
So was it like he could have took it to become a doctor?
Probably he could have took it and become a doctor, but like not like he has any regrets or anything. Yeah. You understand? But he was just teaching the concept of unfair advantage. And it's also the same thing that like I'm using in my business. You understand? When something works, I don't change it. And I've told you this thing before. Yeah. It's your unfair advantage. When I wrote a script for a phone vendor and he said something that, oh, bro, since I've been posting my phones, nobody has really replied. But like after I posted your script, 4 people made inquiries. Yeah. I screenshotted that thing and it became unfair advantage. Yeah. Like I really don't play with things that work. Yeah. Because he was not the first person I wrote script for. I don't think he was the 10th person either. I was just doing it for different vendors and it worked for him. Yeah. So instead of trying to think of, oh, I told you all this thing, instead of trying to think of, oh, what should I do? This is my unfair advantage and I should exploit this market. Yeah. You understand? The market of copywriting, bringing in customers, all this kind of thing. Like just doing this stuff that have already worked because now you have an advantage. The market has told you that you have an advantage. So you're going to meet people that
are better than you.
Are better than you. Well, you're going to meet the ones that are better than you because they worked harder than you. You're going to meet the ones that are better than you because it's the unfair advantage. When you lose against the ones that it's the unfair advantage, just smile. Like genuinely, I remember that day in court, I was smiling. Like I was just smiling. Like I knew this guy. I know this guy, and I really don't use it as an excuse to. I remember when our trainee came, she was like, "Just leave it. He's an international dude." I said, "Like who cares?"
Yeah,
it's like, but it's true. But it's true. Yeah. But like I'm not going to use it as an excuse to go.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no need to put in the work. I'm already losing. Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah. But I still lost, and like I was like, sure.
So people should find their unfair advantage.
Find their unfair advantage, and I really don't have like a
framework
or a lesson 101. I just want to.
Okay, there's something.
Ikigai. Yes, Ikigai, but like I understand Ikigai, but like unfair advantage is an example of unfair advantage could be lecturers just like it could literally be that thing like lecturers. You have a way of talking to lecturers and making them like you.
Yes,
it could be unfair advantage. It's like you didn't learn the skill, you didn't gamble for it, but lecturers just like you, and because they just like you, you're around them, and I don't know. I'm just saying, like it's an example. You can use it to like get your way. out of this school without like it's like
Okay, I feel you.
yeah, it really doesn't come in like a silver platter. It can just come out of the blue.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And when you see it, because as Alex Moses said, it comes like kind of like once in a lifetime. So if you see it and be like, nah, it's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're missing out on it for a lifetime.
And
If you
this
know me.
thing, yeah, this thing, remember, reminds me of what Rex said. Same dude. He said this thing of focus on your strengths,
So much that your weaknesses doesn't matter.
that your weaknesses don't matter. So yeah, it depends, really, really. If your weaknesses is something you really, really need,
Yeah.
you improve them. Don't become like this one trick pony go.
Yeah. Like,
At the same time,
it's very, 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 let me use the word controversial, because there are people that, like, the quote of focus on your strength so much that your weakness doesn't matter. It's really true. It's true in its own way. But then again, this other person that was listening to it said, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So this guy was so good in public speaking, so good in public speaking. When it came to impromptu speech, he was the worst ever. You feel me?
yeah,
So his first impromptu speech, he got better. He did it, and people clapped. And think about it now. Since the thing that he was not good at was impromptu speech, and now he just like broke that mindset that he's not good at it, and now he's not good at impromptu speech plus preparation. That is a much better version of him. But then again, even if he fought impromptu speech and just went all in on focusing, yeah, he was still dominant. So like, I feel like it depends more on you as the person. But personally, I wouldn't want to ignore my weaknesses.
never. That's
Like
why.
I
That's why I always say,
wouldn't want to. I really wouldn't want to ignore my weaknesses. I'd want to challenge
my,
the hell out of myself.
yeah,
Sure, I do have strength,
yeah.
and I also have weaknesses. If you tell me to focus on my strength so much that my weaknesses doesn't matter, it's like,
That's why I was saying, like, there's this idea that I've been in my head for a long time. Like now, you know, like now my birthday is coming.
Yeah.
This year, me, I don't want to do this thing of post status,
yeah.
say happy birthday, say all these good things. My head is like, this year I'm just going to tell everybody to say the bad thing about me. Just put it there, like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good.
I just no,
Yeah.
I genuinely deeply love feedback. As in, I love people who clearly call out my
Bullshit.
like just point out my flaws. Like,
Yeah, go.
you're not doing this thing right. See the better way to do it, because that's the way you improve. That's the way you improve. That unlike people who see your flaw and won't point it out. So one of my friends told me to not try and fix people. But if you see for me, it's like if you see something in me that I feel like it could be changed, tell me.
Yeah.
Try and fix it.
Yeah.
It depends. The thing is that
Everything exists in context. It really depends. Yeah.
like now, you could try and fix something that's part of someone's identity, and they'll just see it as like a huge attack.
Yeah, it's for me. I want to see it as I'll just see it as like no, like
Yeah.
just it's for me. I won't even get defensive. It's like
Yeah.
no,
Most people will get defensive.
and that one is like I feel like it's much more worse than an attack. It's like my mind and everything about me shuts off when you tell me things like, oh, I need to
Rest.
right,
need to calm
right,
down.
yeah.
You need to slow
You're
down.
doing too much. Like I won't like argue with you.
Yeah.
So
just be
my
like,
mind will just go like, yeah,
Yeah.
but like my brain is off.
I'm not listening to you.
I'm not listening to you. Like
Like,
I'm not listening to you.
Yeah.
But if you tell me something like something much more constructive and something that I know that there's an ounce of truth in it,
Yeah.
even though I don't want to admit it, I will lean in more.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Like
Right.
that thing that you said, you need to rest. That's so it depends. Like when I'm moving, and someone say, "How you're looking stressed?" No, like, stressed? Nah. Like even if my eye might be red, I'm like, nah.
Nah, bro.
Nah. Like I always tell myself, I'm exerting myself. I'm not like delusional as before when I was in 100 level. I'll literally be exhausted, but I'll keep on moving. But like now, I'm able to tell myself when I'm tired, I'll say, "You are tired, rest." But like, don't slow down. There's always a deadline. There's always something I have to get
something
done.
else that I have to get done. Yeah.
Yo, this was initially this was meant to be like lessons from Unsba, but this was like those lessons from every angle.
Yeah, lessons from every angle,
Business,
man.
school.
Yeah. And just to reference one more thing that you said, which is that you love feedback.
I love feedback.
It's like it's like people who don't are missing out on a lot.
Who don't?
Love feedback. They're
Yeah.
missing out on a lot. So I'm building like my business with ChatGPT, like mostly ChatGPT and Claude, but like mostly ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And it's like we have this one rule: reality is king.
Mm.
You understand? It's like for example, I actually used to test ChatGPT's ideas.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, oh, give me a script. Like I used to compare and contrast. I write
Yeah.
my script, then give me a script. It gives me the script, tells me why it thinks it's going to be the script. I carry it and I run an ad with it. I really don't like so let's say I use like 500, 800 naira. Facebook pushes it, no reply, no nothing. I stop it. I feel like it didn't work. And it doesn't argue. And even when my own thing doesn't work, I don't argue. It's like people
Yeah.
are trying to protect their ego.
Yeah.
While some other people are trying to build something that will last.
Last.
You feel me? Like me that's trying to build something that will last. I really don't care about how much effort or time. It's like once reality says this shit doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Like the stats doesn't care about your
Yeah.
feelings.
It doesn't really care about your feelings. Oh, you put X amount of hours into working on this shit. Yeah, sure, but like reality told you it doesn't work. And there's something else that works, but simply because of your ADHD, you abandoned it and tried something new. Go and bring the shit that works, even if it's not sexy and you love. Bring the shit that works and just double down on it. Learn how to make it better and better.
And that's why I think we use AI a lot.
Yeah, and that
because it's too objective. It won't sugarcoat
yeah,
things for
it
you.
won't sugarcoat, yeah.
Especially when you tell it not to. Like Claude this one is the person who calls out my bullshit the most.
Yeah.
And that's why like anytime I do something, like I just give it feedback. I just run it throughout this week, see what I did, see what I self-sabotage, see the progress I made, see the mistake I made, and the guy will just be like, he'll just give me like this really, really objective feedback. Something I'll think is like there was a time I told you I gave him one idea and I was like, no, that see who you say you are and you want to do this. No. So it's like just way too objective.
Yeah, way too objective. Yeah.
And this thing about the stats doesn't care about your feelings. It's like when something doesn't work,
it doesn't work. And that's why you see some people can argue for hours. Even though they know that now they have been cornered and they're aware of the fact, like let's say you're arguing with somebody now, the person like finish every single thing about your argument. Now you've been cornered. And you're now seeing objectively that it's true. But your ego is still pushing the argument.
Well,
it's like once I see that I'm wrong, who gives a shit? Like who gives a shit whether I spend how many? It's like once I see a better thing, I always adopt it.
Yeah.
That's why some people are just in the same boat over and over again. Like they know that they're wrong, but they're protecting their ego. Yeah. At the end of the day, they're burning themselves. So it's like it's actually very, very stupid.
I've gone on a whole journey, voyage.
Yeah.
Flight.
Let me ask you one more question before I end this podcast, and it's the question that Stephen Bartlett always asks his guests. I know I'm like this thing, but like let me ask.
Yeah.
Like, what's one important thing you think we should have talked about that we didn't talk about in this show?
Okay, I think like the only thing that popped up is like a message to people who are, the whole point of this conversation was meant to be like lessons from Unsba and how that have changed us and all that. Like this message to people who are anxious and worried about like trying new things, trying to be part of Unsba, trying to improve themselves on public speaking or anything essentially, and they are being too anxious that are still listening to the arguments of what will people think of me,
what will people say, the laugh. This is not consistent with my character and identity.
If I feel like my message to them is like, I want to say something really practical rather than motivational.
Yeah, just say anything that comes to mind.
People's thoughts don't feed you, they don't improve you, they don't help. So if you actually want to do something and you're like anxious, you're feeling nervous, like your pants, me I'm tensed all the time.
Yeah.
I'm 100% tensed all the time. I still do it. I advise you to do it. If you feel perfect, you have started. The thing is like just that thing they say take action, like that's like the most important thing.
Yeah,
I've learned throughout this whole process.
Yeah.
Just taking action.
Like to spell it out in plain terms, what you're actually saying is what you're actually saying is not I'm scared or I'm anxious, I'm not all those things, it's kind of vague. They control me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm not doing this thing because of what they think. So what you're actually saying is that people control you.
Yeah.
So they are in charge of your actions. That is like a much more plainer way to spell it out. Because
Yeah.
when you're not seeing it that way, you're like, no, of course they don't.
Exactly.
And then you want to fight against it. But like
Yeah.
saying it in plain terms is like they control you. If you want to do something and you're thinking of what other people think, is like forget about this whole social, like they are the ones in
They
control
control
of
you.
you. They are the control.
Yeah, they control you. And there's this quote he told me in one of our episodes, something that Alex Homozy said, people don't want to live their life the way you do.
So
So
why
why do
should you
you
live your life the way that
you think they want you
yeah, it's people don't live their lives in a way
that
that you
you
like. So why should you live your life in a ways that other people like? Like
yeah,
it's like the last one says is this thing I call the alternative, and
yeah,
it's this thing that I formed myself from one question that my roommate asked me. He asked me, he was like, I remember coming back one night, still on my white and black, like
mm,
in the night, 9 almost to 10. I was like, guy, now you be lecturer, I'll be waiting. And he was like, I was telling him about this one, chamber, choir, this one. So I was like, man, why I know they like doing all this. I didn't say anything. But
yeah,
in my head, in that moment, I found like a new concept that has been helping me go. It's like, what is the alternative?
yeah,
So you understand? What is the alternative of this life that I'm living? Lying down on the bed, TikTok, wasted potential.
bro,
5 years from now, you're like, where did my life go? It's like,
yeah,
sure, my life sucks now, but like that sucks way more.
that software,
So I call it, it's just something that I call the alternative. And I think
yeah,
probably I read about it, like, just, in as much as my life is so shitty right now because everything that I have to do
it's not
and stuff
shitty,
like that. Yeah, yeah, it's not shitty.
it's more
It's not
like
shitty per se.
the forge,
Yeah, yeah, it's really, really stretching me. But
yeah,
it's like, but like, what is the alternative there?
like,
Do you understand? And then when you don't think of the alternative, you're
no,
like this shit is easy. You understand?
this is actually better,
Like, this is actually better. It's like, what is the alternative really? Bro, the alternative is way worse. Do you know what the
yeah,
alternative is? Way, way fucking
wasting
worse.
your, like this thing you said is one of my, what I say, biggest fears,
Yeah,
wasting my potential.
bro.
Like wasting my, as in this thing you said about the alternative. Sometimes I'll be stressed. I don't like using that word stressed. I'll be exhausted, and then I'm thinking, must I really do this? Can't I just, as in, do what every other person is doing? Go the easy way, not work that much hard. But it's like I've told myself, I don't want to be normal. I want to be the absolute best version of myself. I'm not better than the next person, better than myself. And the thing is that I really raise the standard high.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like the only person that I try to get better than is me. So then this is another thing. Wake up every single day. For me, like success is to wake up every single day and do better than you did yesterday. Like that's it. It's not Elon Musk just made a trillion. I have $0. No, it's yesterday I had 0 naira. Today I made 5K. Wow. You're moving.
You're
The
moving,
next
yeah.
day you make
And
10.
that shit compounds,
You
man.
make 10. So it's like,
And is this crazy thing about time? Time is slow. But when you're looking at it backwards, it's fast.
yeah,
You understand? So it's like when they tell you now to, let's say, start creating content. Let me just use content. There's so many examples. You can use, but like, let's just start creating content. Like
yeah,
one episode on your TikTok per day. And after 2 weeks, you've not had like a total of up to 500 views from all the 14 videos.
yeah,
You understand? And you're like, this shit ain't gonna work. This shit is
yeah,
gonna take time. But then 5 years will just pass.
yeah.
But like, you will not know that 5 years have passed until you're not looking back on it. Like, ooh,
Wow.
5 years did pass. So instead of me to like, I feel myself, instead of me to like look back and be like, oh shit, this time passed.
Yeah.
I want to look back and be like, oh shit, that shit that has done is actually working
Okay,
now.
yeah.
You understand? So instead of feeling this regret slash
Yeah.
remorse, I now feel the gratitude and the effort payoff.
Yeah.
It's a much, much more better feeling than regret. So I just like pull through now. No matter how shitty my day could be, no matter how stressed,
It's like 5-year version of me
yeah,
will
like
thank me.
yeah, 5 years version of me thank me. Like so thank me like mad. And I know that 5 years sounds far until 2030 actually reaches. And like
Yeah.
but like bro, do you remember that time we used to do podcast inside the library? Like,
Yeah.
bro. That's also literally it, like in a
So-
nutshell.
So I'm gonna end this episode with a quote
Yeah.
by Ernest Hemingway. Guy's name though, Ernest Hemingway. He said, "There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow men. True nobility comes from being superior to your former self."
Mm.
So it's like, don't compare yourself. The only like the thing I tell myself is like the only person I'm better than is the yesterday Steven.
Real.
Like I'm better than him.
Real, yeah.
And it's like that's the only pride I have.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't look around. It's like, how did I do? Did I do better?
I do better.
No. Like you might because you might be the best, like among your peers, boys. But it's like there's nothing funny shiny about that. Yes, people will compliment you. Yes, people may perceive you as the top, but there's nothing noble. It's not really that satisfying.
Mm.
The best satisfaction is beating your former self
Yeah, yeah.
and
Really.
keep on going. And especially when you start like you're zero, you don't do anything. You start doing something as small as I think maybe start making content, as you said,
Yeah.
at least once a week. You're
So
better than the former version of
that
you
doesn't make at all.
that doesn't do anything.
And whether you get first, second, or third in Unsba, you're much more better than the version of yourself that didn't compete at all.
That didn't compete at all.
Yeah.
So it's like focus on just getting better than your former self. Find amazing people around you because during this journey there's been a lot about a lot of progress made was due to people around me. My dude right here and a lot others. So we come to the end.
Come to the end, man.